Right, so we go to Joey's last pick then, I guess. Which
Kuroinu?
when I saw Joey recommend this one, I wanted to like fucking high five the dude, man.
Why?
You can high five me right now.
Yeah. So Joey recommended Kuroinu, which is, should I call it like famous or infamous?
Definitely infamous. Yeah. I knew that probably Gant had seen it before, but I just wanted to see what Connor would say.
Yeah.
It was vile. It was fucking disgusting. It was abhorrent. There's not enough English language to convey what you made me sit through. What the fuck? Have you nutted to that?
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
What do you mean absolutely?
It is an experience.
Why do these
That is
goblins...
what is.
This, okay, I don't know what the fucking premise of this whole
so-
show is, right? Go and explain that then.
So I feel like the premise is that there is a kingdom, right? They've made a kingdom where
There is a kingdom.
They've separated.
We live in a kingdom.
We live in a kingdom.
They've separated like girls from guys, and girls like kind of live in this kind of high class, posh kind of kingdom, and then there are the boys who are just like
The boys.
the boys who are just like the dirtbag of the world.
Yeah, pretty
and it's
much.
basically the main mercenary leader is just fucking Guts. This is like he He's just Guts, right? The main mercenary. This is the hentai adaptation of Berserk with even more rape. This is just like this is like if you take Berserk, remove all the cool parts, and you just keep the rape.
Yeah.
This is
Pretty much.
I saw the tags and I was like, for fuck's sake.
Not gonna lie, I only chose this one purely to get a reaction out of Connor because I knew Gant watched it and Gant likes it. Right.
So like the premise is the guys trying to invade the kingdoms like that the girls built.
Yeah.
And of course they invade it, and it's like a fantasy, dark fantasy middle like.
So the first episode they invade like the elves.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They invade. They're all tan, which is like immediately hot for me.
They invade the elf kingdom, and there's just like, and they just fucking gangbang the shit out of these elves. I guess.
For some reason, okay, so he wants to sleep with this woman, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he let the orcs fuck them? What's up with that? Why are the orcs fucking them?
It's
because there's orcs there. Also, why are the orcs listening to this guy? Like, why are orcs there?
Because the orcs want to get some.
And then also, why do the orcs have human dicks? You notice that?
I mean, because it's a hentai.
I mean, there's these big...
No. They do not have fucking...
They had human dicks.
They do not have fucking
They
human
had
dicks.
giant human dicks.
No.
I paused on one of the frames because I had to take like a
That is not a human dick. That is a fucking ox.
That's
a
horse
fucking
dick.
horse cock right there. You know what I mean?
But it was drawn completely...
The girth on...
I'm not arguing with the girth of the size,
girth
but the
on
dick was a human dick.
The girth on that dick was just like as wide as the woman's waist.
Okay, right.
Let's be fucking honest, right?
Because what happens is, right, I had to pause it at one moment because I was just like, one, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
First of all, so I had to pause many times to be like, to stand up and go like, just fucking light a cigarette. I don't even smoke. I was like,
just light a cigarette.
go back. But there was this one scene, and I remember it because there was like 4 orcs, and I paused, and there was like 4 orcs standing around each other, right, like this.
Yeah.
And the dicks were blurred, but you could clearly see they were normal human dicks.
Yeah.
Totally. And I was like, why? This is so weird.
Well, you
I mean,
didn't
why wouldn't have orcs dick shape?
They should have gross, ugly orc dicks, man.
but no one wants to see that.
Does anyone want to see this anyway?
What are you talking?
You've
What are you
added
talking
ugly
about?
bastard with an extra faction.
No, that's fucking orcs. They're just ugly bastards, and the dick, that's like an extra girthy, ugly bastard dick.
I refuse to believe people like watching orcs fuck people.
Well, then why is there so much of it?
Why? Who are these people?
Why is there... The reason why there's so much is because there's lots of people who want to watch it.
Why? Why would you want to watch
You can ask that question about MILFs as well. Why would you want to watch it?
No.
Because people are into it.
Are you comparing MILFs to ogres? Are you really comparing MILFs to ogres, Joey? Come on.
Okay. Because what I will say about Kuroinu is that
It's shit.
it is.
It's shit.
It is every fucking tag that I detest.
Yes,
This is
yeah,
because
yeah. It's the
like
worst
let's be
hentai
honest.
ever made.
Let's be honest. Orcs are just ugly bastards, but just square.
with attitude.
Yeah. They're just ugly bastards, but just even uglier with a different skin tone. And like I remember first watching Kuroinu, and I'm just like, why would I fucking want to watch this?
Yeah.
But what it does, it's that this hentai is so ridiculous and so over the top that it just like you You know that meme where not the meme where when a film is so bad that it's good.
No,
this is that hentai for me.
No,
it is
no,
so ridiculous.
no.
This is the Tommy Wiseau the room of hentai, right?
This is so ridiculous and so offensive that it's not even a turn off anymore, and it just becomes hot. That was Kuroinu for me, man.
It's hot. You think it was hot?
It was like I couldn't take this because you talk about you want this to be realistic because you want to like self-insert, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is too ridiculous. I can't see this happening. There isn't
a million % chance where I would ever self-insert myself to anywhere in the show.
What part of it were you able to be like, this is so hot that I can nut to this? Like, what aspect of it?
Okay, I really like elf girls and I really like tan girls.
Dude, dark skin elf girls.
Dark skin elves?
Dark skin elf girls, man.
Replace every hentai with a dark skin elf, and I will watch any shitty hentai.
There is not enough dark skin elf hentai in the world.
I want my dark skin elf representation in hentai.
I'm fine with that, but at what the point where 5 goblins were I'm pretty sure they created new holes with what they were doing. There was one the immediate when he put his.
I think there was only 2, wasn't there?
I remember the first time he put his dick in, and like
this is what was disgusting. This is where I nearly vomited.
It was like the gif where it was just like a hole and like the train trying to smash its way through the hole. Except it smashes its way through the hole, and I remember the first time I watched it, I was just like.
Yeah, because you see the outline of this thing up to here.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can I see the outline? That is disgusting.
Because it's a fucking horse.
Like my jaw hit the floor when he fucking got the dick in, man. And it wasn't just that. I remember the scene where they fucking come, and like I remember most hentai protagonists have like a bit of extra cum than like what more any normal man could cum.
Yeah.
These orcs have fucking 5 gallons of cum saved up, all inserted into this girl. Where I'm just like, how can I take this seriously? At what point does it cease to be cum and it becomes whipped cream?
The scene that fucking killed me is when it like after all the first girl, right? Not the queen, but like one of the servants, right? After all it's done, and she's been suspended by 2 cops, like fucking London Bridge. I'm just like, this is so fucking amazing. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous that it's fucking hot.
It's just like she just gets spit roasted, like literally spit roasted.
She's literally suspended by 2 cops
with 2 orc cocks.
It's so gross.
It's insane.
It is so fucking gross and vile and disgusting.
I legit I googled how to fucking clear my incognito history after I watched it. Dude. Like I was like, this is so fucking disgusting. Like I'm glad I watched this like last because like it ruined my day. I was like, this is so vile.
Do you want to know something too? Episode 1's probably the tamest as well.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Episode I think 3 is probably the most vile one. Yeah. If you ever want to challenge yourself to that one, but yeah.
Everything about it was just gross. Like I do not understand how
this
anyone
is the exact reaction I was hoping for, and I'm so glad.
I think like my penis actually inverted at some point. Like I actually couldn't find it. Like I was so turned off.
But what if the dark skinned elf was a MILF?
No, even worse. That's even worse. Why would you ruin something amazing?
No, because oh my god.
No. Because right, it's just. I do not want to see 4 or 5 fucking orcs gangbanging someone. That is fucked up.
How can you take it seriously?
How can you take it seriously at that point?
How are you taking it seriously?
Because what bothers me, right, is that I'm watching this and I'm like, this is clearly they've got an audience, and I'm like, that's disgusting that some dude is like, fuck man, nothing does it for me like that orc gangbang porn. You know what I mean? There's someone out there who can't masturbate unless it's orc gangbang.
I also love the scene where it's like the queen gets like filled up and the guy like pulls the dick out and just fucking gushes all out, right? Like
yeah, like a fucking waterfall.
Yeah, like a waterfall, and the guy's like standing there like, yeah, let it flow. It's just like, oh my god. This is so ridiculous.
This isn't a word I would usually use to describe a sex scene, but the sex scenes in this fucking hentai are epic. They're epic, right? Like normally I don't imagine fucking do you know what I imagine going on in like the background in this? Like I imagine like forces from Berserk playing as like they're getting fucking gangbang from 7 different directions because it's so epic.
All I imagine is like a fucking like Zack Schneider like 300 like slow-mo, right? I'm just like super slow-mo. I just want something like that interjected in this. It's like, this is like too epic. Like epic is the correct word for it. It is epic.
Like I need like forces playing in the background, like no forces.
Oh my god.
It is.
This was
It
just
is. It
shit.
is a classic
Yeah.
for a reason, and
Classic.
It's a
it is-
classic.
It is a
What,
classic.
you
right?
shit like the classics, Beethoven,
Yeah.
Mozart.
Look, I like my vanilla hentai. You know, I like my wholesome tags. But I hate normally. I hate everything that this kind of series represents. But this series does it so masterfully and
No,
so
it doesn't.
over the
It does.
top.
It really does.
And so
not.
over the top
No, it
that
does not.
that is just
Like if we're talking about spice, right? Like Kuroinu is
Did
like
you
the
feel-
fucking cinnamon
did you
challenge.
feel-
right? It's
did
just
you
like
feel-
you have to do it once.
Did you feel great shame after you nutted it? Were you like, God, I can't find nutted?
I never feel shame jacking a hentai.
Oh my God.
I'm past that point. I've reached hentai nirvana. All right, like I never feel shame.
This gave me the same feelings of like when you see like pregnant porn pop up and you're like, oh God, no.
No, it's not that bad.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's on that level of disgusting.
It is
I,
not.
yeah,
No way, no.
It is not that
Pregnant
bad.
porn.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I would watch Kuroinu over and over again than ever watch.
You
pregnant
probably
porn.
do. You don't need to, would you? You do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because pregnant porn is like way too close to being real. This is so far removed from anything that's
Pregnant
realistic.
porn is like level 1 of Eroguro
Yeah.
in my mind.
Yeah, because this one is like set in a fancy world in
Yeah.
a fancy setting with fucking orcs and elves.
They've masterfully just set up the scenario to the point where there is zero realism. So there is like no point in trying to self-insert. There is no point in being like, oh, this could happen to me. Because
Yeah.
the scenario is just 100% fiction. So anything that they
But-
do,
but
no matter
even if
how
it was
ridiculous it is.
even though it is fictional, there's still nothing about it that I'm like, this is hot. Like, there's no aspect.
What do
of
you
it.
mean?
There's
You don't-
no aspect.
You don't
of
like
it.
the dark-skinned elves?
I mean, that's fine, but I would have rather it been done in a more tasteful manner.
What is
tasteful?
Allow me to offer a more tasteful.
how do you
Perhaps-
tastefully gangbang a dark
No,
skin
no.
elf?
Perhaps if we remove the gangbang aspect,
Connor's
maybe-
like, I can fix this.
I can fix this, right? Here, listen up, all right? We remove the gangbang aspect.
Yeah.
The fancy aspect, let's get rid of that too. How about we make it?
Then there's nothing left.
How about she's a dark-skinned elf who is a mother, has a stepson, who you know isn't so sure about this relationship.
Shut
I like
up and
that.
go watch Mother Knows Breast. Man. just get Mother's Knows Breast and just fucking turn her dark skin. There you go. That's literally what you just described.
That's a joke.
Like the scene with the second elf one,
Yeah,
where
the
like
queen,
they
right?
take turns just like coming inside. And it's like,
boom, 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 boom.
there's never been a more accurate representation of like me and the boys.
What the fuck? No!
The guy's like minimum 10 shots each, lads. Let's go, lads. It's so funny.
I'm fucking losing it just remembering what was
It's so
going on.
funny.
Man.